Hello guys and welcome, it is ThatSrb2DUDE here today bringing you yet another Splatoon 2 video. Now today we have the supporters Q&A from my Patreon, Twitch and YouTube members asking me questions basically every single month, and basically here I am to go ahead and answer them. So here we go, let's get into this video. So first of all, Rin asks, what settings do you use for your setup? Yours are completely different colors than mine and the default colors hurt your eyes. How do you deal with pressure and knowing that people are watching you too? So this is a picture of my setup for my Nintendo Switch, for colors and all that nonsense. TV outputs on 1080p, and for my color range, it is at full range. So for my monitor in particular, I don't really like the limited or automatic coloring or how they do it, and I just personally prefer how full range looks. So this is what it looks like. I also do have a anti-A-listing HDMI cable, which kind of makes things a little bit different too. For things that are much more further away, they're a lot more crisp in how they look. So that's definitely a different thing. But that is pretty much my colors and how my setup. And how do I deal with pressure knowing that a lot of people are watching me? This is basically when, you know, I do go ahead and stream. Twitch.tv/ThatSrb2DUDE, by the way. And to be honest, I don't really feel too much pressure because, you know, it's just a number for me. I mean, it could be the thing, of course, that I don't really care about a lot of people's opinions of if they think I'm a terrible person or I'm bad at a game or anything like that. Because personally, I know that I'm a good person too, and I know what I'm doing right now is, you know, people look up to it. So I guess that's kind of a thing that why I don't really feel pressured into doing, I guess, streams like that. Metatai asks, hey good old dude, how do you cope with having the mental mindset during solo queue and while doing scrims in tournaments? Also, hi. Well, hello to you too, Metatai. So in my opinion, with, I guess, the mental mindset of, I guess, how solo queue goes is just, I don't really care. I'm not really one to really care about how my rank is or what place I'm at, because none of that really matters to me in general. In terms of scrims and / tournaments, like, obviously I'm going to take that a little bit more seriously because, you know, I want to win and I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that I perfect anything that I'm doing in game. So basically I'm going to try hard, but obviously that all comes with how you practice. Like, you gotta really practice on focusing on what really matters within the game, like not getting tilted by little silly things that a lot of people tend to. So you basically got to adopt the mindset of just not caring about a lot of stuff and just really focusing about what's actually happening in front of you. Amphi asks, hello dude, hope everything is good by the time this video goes up. So your question this time is an easy one. So do you like racing games, and do you prefer realistic racing like Need for Speed or non-realistic things like Mario Kart and Sonic Team Racing? Keep up the good work, dude. Your videos always put a smile on my face in the darkest of days, and hope you're feeling better. Appreciate that very much, Amphi. I guess in terms of what types of racing games I like, Mario Kart, Team Sonic Racing all the way, like, by far. I'm not really too interested in the realistic things of like Need for Speed. Not gonna hate on anyone that does, but it's just not my cup of tea. Alexandra Sketch asks, hey dude, do you have any favorite games from the Super Nintendo era? Since we actually got I guess the SNES Online thing, you know, you guys can go ahead and play this now if you have a Nintendo Switch. Star Fox, the one that's on Super Nintendo, is by far my favorite. And I finally actually completed this game for the very first time in 17 something years. So that was actually really fun. And I streamed that also. So Sakura asks, what's your favorite song from the Splatoon series? Now, to be honest, I don't really have one because I guess I tend to drown out the music quite a lot when I do play. But if I was to really think of what one that I really liked, it could be the one that had like the crazy piano in Splatoon 1. I'll play the song for this video so you know this is the one that I'm talking about, but basically the song you're listening to right now is the one that I feel was, I guess, my favorite song from the Splatoon series. Guys asked, what video game shooter would you want to see be made / ported to the Switch and why? And honestly, the ones that come to mind for me, I guess in terms of my video game play, would be maybe something like Quake or Call of Duty, just to apply, I guess, motion controls to one of those games. I think that would be kind of cool just to see how I guess the Switch would handle a game like that. And honestly, I feel like they could do it. Like, it's not like a thing where I really, really want this to happen, but like, these are only the 2 games that really come into mind, like Quake or Call of Duty. Stardust asks 2 questions, SRB2 or Krunker? Krunker, for sure. If you haven't played this game before, just type in krunker.io into your web browser. You'll be playing it literally right now. It's such a fun little shooter. Shout outs to Sydney. Stardust also asks, what's your favorite weapon per special? Favorite inkjet weapon, favorite ink armor weapon, favorite boral weapon, etc. I guess for inkjet weapons, my favorite would be the Splasher-matic. Favorite ink armor weapon, the 96 Gal. Favorite baller weapon, the L3 Nozzle Nose. Favorite Booyah Bomb weapon would be Heavy Remix. Favorite bubbler weapon, probably the Squeezer or Explosher. Favorite bomb rush weapon possibly would be the Soda Slusher. Favorite splashdown weapon would be the Splasher-matic. Favorite cloud weapon will probably be the Ballpoint Nouveau. Favorite Tenta missile weapon, probably the H3. And I can't really think of any more besides Stingray, but I don't really want to give the Stingray light of day, so there you go. Dollyman asks, what kind of DLC update would you like to see for Tetris 99? DLC update that I would like to see is, you know how they have this local arena thing where you can connect to 8 players that are locally next to you to basically play within a battle royale against bots? I'd like it if they could do the same thing for online, except you and your friends that are online could just go into a regular battle royale game instead of just playing against bots and all that. So basically that, but online.
Got another question here from Loki Brave. What is the best thing Splatoon has given you as a player and as a person? As a player, I guess it gives me a lot of confidence because a lot of people like who I am as a player and what I try to do for the Splatoon community, so you know, I guess confidence in that is very nice to have. To talk about more so as a person though, like I feel like Splatoon has given me quite a lot in terms of like direction of what I want to do for my life and all that type of stuff. It's given me a lot of opportunities to travel and just explore the world a little bit, and it's also given me some of my, I guess, greatest friends that I will, you know, cherish for the rest of my life and all that. So Splatoon in general has given me a lot, and I'm very, very thankful for this game. And I honestly don't think I would be the same person who I am today if it wasn't for this game. So
Mamashi asks, how do you see your career in the near future? I still feel like I'm going to be making videos on games and all that type of stuff, especially for Splatoon and Nintendo games. Eventually, when there is another Splatoon game, or if there ever is one, I can see myself making a ton of content before it and during its, I guess, early release, and just continue that grind of just making Splatoon basically as big as it can be. And basically showing people, you know, that Splatoon competitive is just something so amazing and unique that a lot of people that haven't really got into it yet could really get their grips into it and see that it's such a sick thing. And the last question is coming from Elise. How long do you think Splatoon 2 competitive will last for? Now, this is a really interesting question, and I guess a lot of people kind of figure, how long will Splatoon competitive really last for? And in my honest opinion, Splatoon competitive will only die if the players that play the game just let it die. It's not a thing where it has a time period of it's going to die this time or it's going to die around this period or anything like that. It all depends on the players. If we continue to support it, then of course it's going to live for a long time. You look at an example like Melee, Super Smash Bros. Melee. That game is it came in 2001. It's 18 years old, and its competitive scene is still thriving just because the players simply love the game so much. And I feel like with Splatoon, we have such a passionate fan base, so in terms of us dying, I can't see it happening anytime soon. Like a lot of people can call Splatoon this or that, but also just in general of how Splatoon is, there's no game like Splatoon. There's no game that's anything like it. So just from its uniqueness as a game, period, it's just extremely hard to see if people would really want to drop it or not. And a lot of the time where you have these, you know, silly little drama things that we see time and time again where like, oh my god, this guy left the Splatoon community, then he comes back next week or next month or whatever. Or people getting scared like, oh my god, this person left, oh my god, the game's dying and all that nonsense. Like, all you idiots if you really feel like that. But, you know, people come and go. It happens. Like, it's just a thing that happens in general. Like, with every single gaming community, you have people say they leave, then they come back. then they leave again, and they come back. Some people just leave completely. Usually those types of people don't even say anything, they just go. But the thing is, in general, is that if we continue to make content about Splatoon, if we continue to support the game, new people are always going to come in. We have lots of resources to like get people in and get people to know about how we play this game, how things run in our scene. And honestly, if we continue to do that, the Splatoon competitive scene will never die. Long-winded question, and I appreciate you asking me that because, you know, it's definitely a really interesting question that people really want to know of how the future of Splatoon is. So thank you very much, Elise. But yeah, that's actually my last question today. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching, and thank you very much also for my supporters who did ask me a question this time around for this month. So thank you very much, everyone, for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please, if you did, please like, favorite, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Follow me on Twitter and Twitch, both in the description below. Do it for both if you're feeling generous. Make sure to hit the bell notification button next to the subscription button to let you guys know whenever I do upload or stream. And make sure to consider joining my public Discord server where you can go ahead and talk to myself and my Dude Society community. So with all that being said, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I shall see you guys in a future one.